Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Can you guys hear me now? Are we good now? Are we chilling now? Y'all can hear me? Good morning, everybody. There we go. Shouts out to Alex Crypto. Thank you for sending your people over, man. Shouts out to the Otter Gang. Shouts out to my people, of course. We got 146 people in here. Listen, and your boy's back. Your boy's back. We got a new stream schedule, and we are here every week now, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Our Wednesday stream, which, hello, today is Wednesday, is going to be a scalping stream. So we're going to be talking about what I'm looking into getting into, and hopefully we can get into some positions here. I will tell you this. We got some scammy ass price action this morning because something apparently with T-Dog, is the music too loud? Something about T-Dog and, you know, him rolling back tariffs and whatever. So, you know, we'll see what we get into here. I do have a position lined up, and I do have a good idea as to, I'll tell you this. I have a good idea as to where price is going. The question is, how do we get there? And hopefully we'll be able to uncover that question today. But, man, we got a lot of people, man. I got to give a big shout out to Alex Crypto for sending your people over, man. I really appreciate it. Guys, we're back on YouTube. We're back. We're back. We're back. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are the new stream times, 10 a.m. EST. Wednesday shows will be scalp streams as today. Friday shows will be my new series, which is called Paid or Played, where I'm going to have you guys send me your trades, your previous trades, whether they were win, losses, or break evens, and I will uncover your trades. We will review them, and we will all get better together, because at the end of the day, that's why we are all here after all. And Monday streams will be what I am anticipating for the week. Good morning to all. How is everybody doing? Are we all happy? Are we all healthy? Are we all wealthy? Shout out to the Nexus. So Bitcoin right now, man. Oh baby. Oh baby. Oh baby. We got some interesting price action right now. I will tell you what I'm looking at currently, okay? So we've obviously pumped pretty extensively. Are you guys long or short? Let me know in the comments. Are you guys long or short? VWAP slap, then big short. So here's what I'm thinking, okay? Here's what I'm thinking. Yesterday we were long, okay? We were giga long yesterday. I am out of Alex. God bless you, bro. Thank you very much for being here. So yesterday I was long, okay? We were big long in the Nexus. I did not think that we were gonna come all the way up here this fast, although of course I was prepared for it. So we were long yesterday, and I was long on basically, okay, I was long on SUI, which SUI, I closed out SUI. Man, look at this literal. This was a 25 risk to reward trade that we had in the Nexus, okay? 25 risk to reward. So we were long. I closed like 80% of my position right here though. Literally right there. And then anyway, it is what it is. So we were long SUI, we were long Ethereum, and we were long BitTC and ADA. Okay, I'm still in my ADA long. I do want to close it, but yesterday was a pretty good day. We were up like 8 grand or something. So yesterday was a pretty good day, and now I'm out of everything except for my ADA long. I'm out of all my longs minus the ADA long, which I have $800 floating right now. That's it. Okay, and to be honest, I mean, like, listen, after you get a big move like this, you're not really looking at, I mean, unless you're scalping, you shouldn't really be looking along, okay? Now, here's the thing with Bitcoin, and I'm not going to get too detailed with it. Like, we don't need to get so, I don't really care about the macro stuff. This is a scalping stream, so I'm going to long and short. I don't care. But what I will tell you is that I do suspect we're going to make our way up to this high. I see no reason why we will not actually come up and touch 95k. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, between 95 and basically 100, let's say 90, well, we'll say 100 as well, because the psychological, between 95 and 100 is a swing short zone. Okay, we're talking serious swing short for me. I would say down to, at the very least, okay, no, if we're gonna be honest about the very least, I would say at the very least down to like 87, 86. Okay, not that big of a deal, not that big of a move down. After you have a big move like this up, you're typically going to get a rejection or a retracement. And I mean, for the golden pocket people, I don't really use golden pockets much these days anymore. But for the golden pocket people, I like coming down to 82. You know, if you guys remember my last video, I made a video talking about how I actually thought what they were going to do on this move here was do this, sweep all these lows, and then come up. That's what I was expecting. That didn't happen, of course. And so as a result, that to me is a prime target. I do think that as soon as we touch this line, I think it's swing short territory down to 82, 83, potentially. Okay, potentially, of course, if the confirmations present themselves. But for now, I am short on Bitcoin. Okay, I did short that wick because I have my zone and I was prepared. And locally speaking, we do have a 1. You have your 1, you have your 2, you have your 3 tap distribution rather. You're breaking structure now. You're confirming structure now. So even if we come up, I would imagine that this high is protected. You get a lower high and a lower low. Now, the thing with this situation is that we're so incredibly close to the target. So this morning in the Nexus, I let them know that my favorite play would be to reject off of my scalp box here, come down, hit this guy. If I see like a 2 to 3 minute market structure flip down here, then I will go long, targeting this high, 95, whatever, in which case, of course, I will take profit there and I will be looking for my swing shorts. Now, the swing shorts don't have to happen right away. The swing shorts aren't like, oh man, we're at 96. I'm just going to short it and put the stop loss above 100K. No, we don't do that. Okay. What I do suspect would happen is that you probably would form a higher time frame range and you'd be looking for some form of distribution up here, in which case we can ride it down. Okay. Because the odds of us pumping like we did yesterday and then just dumping straight back down are very slim. I think that the higher likelihood scenario is to range here. And so that's what we're doing. We're playing the local range. My first TP on my short is down here on these lows. We'll see what happens. And I am looking to flip long here. So that's basically my plan on Bitcoin. That's the situation, right? You're in a scalp zone. You got a Model 1 distribution, probably to take you down to this level. Hopefully, I don't want it to go much lower than this. And then we can look for something like this, break structure like that, form a higher time frame range. And then that right here is a swing short. Okay. That's my plan. That's my play. That's what we're looking at. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But listen, 373 of you are in the chat right now, and I appreciate every single one of you. How many of you guys are here because of Alex O Crypto? How many of you are here for the very first time? If you are here for the very first time, my name is Geo. Okay. I'm 5'2" 3/4. I'm a wannabe singing non-financial advisor. Don't listen to me. I have no idea how to trade, but it's good to have you here, and I'm glad that you're here. That's it, man. That's it. Welcome. Welcome to all. Welcome to the Otter Gang. Welcome to all the new people. Welcome to the old people. Welcome to the Nexus. We're back. We're here. And we're back for good this time, okay? We're getting our content minds back on. I took a little hiatus from YouTube. I haven't really been streaming this year because I've been working on the Nexus. The Nexus is the healthiest, the happiest, and the wealthiest it's ever been. So, you know, now we're coming back on YouTube. I just needed to take care of my people first. All right, new people, welcome. Amazing, beautiful. Man, we love Alex. Alex is a really good friend of the channel, and he's a really good friend of mine. We went to a couple Leafs games. Go Leafs. He's a good dude, man. You guys are in good hands. Anybody in the Otter Gang are in very good hands. And I will tell you this, man, on the creator side of it, okay, I say this all the time. I used to when I was live all the time, okay? I used to say this all the time. On the consumer side of it, you know, you guys... Like, you guys are the consumers, okay? We're the creators, obviously. Well, it wasn't very long ago when we were the consumers of the content. And, man, I'll tell you, being on the creator side of it, we know all the little secrets. And there's not a lot of dudes that do this for real. Alex O Crypto does this for real, okay? So, big shout out to Alex O Crypto. Because we know, believe me, we know who does it for real and who doesn't. We know. All right. Rupak's in the chat. What's up, brother? Curtis Hill. All the first timers, welcome. Who is messaging me? So y'all are short right now? I'm looking to take it down to here, man. I'm looking down it for this. We're just playing the local range. You know, that's it. We're just playing the local range. I'm looking to come down a little bit. I think that there was some tariff news. You know what's crazy? This is what's crazy to me. Let me tell you what's crazy to me. Is that this is the 5-second time frame, and this looks like a normal chart. You know, minus the lack of wicks, but it's a 5-second time frame. What do you want? Look at the movement. This was crazy. Yo, I was brushing my teeth. You guys want to hear a funny story? I mean, I don't know how funny it is, but I'm going to tell you the story anyways. So I actually shorted here. I started laddering into shorts right here. So my short is from there. It's not even the wick. I went to go, I said I had an order here. All right, I went in a little bit. I was building a position, okay? I was building a position here. I went to go brush my teeth. I started getting notifications. I'm like, whoa, what the hell? We're up, we're down, we're up, we're down. I had no idea what was going on. Like, you literally can't go brush your teeth for 2 fucking seconds. You can't brush your teeth for 2 fucking seconds without this shit going down, you know? So, crazy, man. Crazy price action. Guys, we will be also doing a $100 giveaway, okay, in the stream. So make sure you hit the like button because that's going to be one of the requirements for the $100 giveaway. And I think, forget my teeth. Dude, I know. Believe me, I know. I think that I'm going to do a $100 giveaway every single stream, okay? I can't do more. I can't afford more like these other guys, but I think I can afford $100 every stream. So $300 a week I can afford to give away. So, yeah, we're going to be doing a giveaway later. So, dude, brushing my teeth, man, it was the most expensive brushing my teeth ever. I'll tell you that. But as for the whole sleeping thing, dude, I have a problem with sleeping even before, what's it called? Even before trading, I have problems with sleeping. But now with trading and with the Nexus, which is my premium Discord and my network, now with the Nexus especially, like, man, I'm working literally 20 hours a day. 20 hours a day. Why not 1K giveaway? I'm rich because I can't afford to give 1K. I can afford to do 100. Your sleep costs 3K. Why don't I give away a Nexus membership instead of the... Listen, the membership is $100 a month. So if they want to take the $100 and they want to put it back in and invest in themselves, then that is completely up to them. But at least I give them that opportunity to do whatever they please with it. You want the hair? Should we bring the hair back? Dude, I'm not like these huge guys that are trading like thousands of dollars. You know? I'm definitely not. All right, check out the hair. the rock hair. Okay, real quick, before we continue, of course, I have to hit you guys with the disclaimer. Everybody, disclaimer. All content presented is a complete joke and should not be taken seriously. Geo is an incompetent 5'2" and 3/4" wannabe singer. I told you that in the intro. And not a financial advisor. Okay, does everyone understand? And do you guys also understand that we are on a YouTube delay? So that if I go short or long, you might be seeing that way later and I might be out by the time you get in. So let's start this over. Disclaimer. All content presented is a complete joke and should not be taken seriously. Geo's an incompetent 5'2" and 3/4" wannabe singing non-financial advisor. Crypto's a scam. Making money online is impossible. Global warming is real and the earth is flat. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay? So please don't take anything I take seriously or anything I say seriously. You saw my P&Ls. I'm rich. Yeah, I'll tell you this, bro. Let me tell you this, Kick Formation. Let me tell you this, brother. My P&Ls lately are all over the fucking place. And I'm just being fully transparent with you because that's what we do. Okay? I am on a... Okay. For in April, I've been really trying to push myself. Okay? I've been trying to push myself in April. Now... I'm trying to go beyond my comfort zone. I'm trying to get the bigger numbers. Man, listen, this is going to sound crazy, and I understand my situation, and I understand that most people are not in the situation that I'm in, but I'm trying to go further. I don't care to make, you know, $200 here, $500 here. I don't care for that. Man, like Crypto Face is out here making, you know, 50K, 100K, 200K, 300K, and it's not a competition, okay? It's you versus you, but I'm ready for that next step. I'm ready to add a digit, okay? I'm ready now to add a digit. So I'm trying to push my P&Ls so that I can add a digit. And man, I'm so emotional. Funny, Alex and I have been talking about this because he's doing the same thing. Man, it's so hard when you add a zero. And it's contrary to the very first video that I've ever made ever, which was don't focus on the dollar amount, focus on the percentages. Okay? Alex, look, he says me too. Alex and I have been talking about this. The very first piece of content that I ever made was do not focus on the money, focus on the percentages. And it's hard, man. It's hard. I'm talking to Face about it, and I'm like, dude, it's different when you add a digit. And he's like, no, it's fucking not. Like, he's like, no, it's not. And it's really not, because if you can trade with $100, you can trade with 1,000, you could trade with 100,000, you could trade with 100 million. It's all the same, right? It's all the same. But man, it's just like, man, the emotion's getting to me, man. The emotions are getting to me. Anyway, it's hard, man. Yeah, it'll be worth it, bro. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Even this short position that I'm in right now, dude, I got shaken out for like half of it. I'm up $500 on it right now, but you know, that could have been more. But anyways, the whole reason that I took the tangent, because you're like, oh, I see your P&Ls, sir. By the way, my stop loss is here now. My stop loss is going right here. Actually, you know what? No, it's not. No, it is not. I will short again here. So my stop loss is going right here. My stop's going here. And actually, this is a position right here. If we don't touch the low first. If we come up, we don't touch the low, and you SFP this high. If that's an SFP, then that's a short. 5 risk to reward right there. Pretty easy one too. I would take this with my eyes closed. But this is not a limit order. Do not limit order this. Do not. No. This is if we don't touch the low first, and if we SFP this high. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, you guys are saying, you know, you've seen the P&Ls, and don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. The P&Ls, man, I was up my biggest trade ever. I was up 33K on an Ethereum long, and I was targeting. Look at my target on Ethereum, by the way. Look at my target on Ethereum. This long trade, I'm going to show you this long trade that we took in the Nexus. Okay, the Nexus had this long trade. Man, this is what we do, baby. Look at this. This is a 16 risk to reward trade on Ethereum. 16 risk to reward. Remember, entry doesn't matter. People always ask the wrong question. People ask the wrong question. What's your entry? What's your entry? Entry is irrelevant. What is your risk to reward? 16 risk to reward here. Where's my target? If this hit, I would be up 100K right now. I got way shaken out along the way. It took way longer than I thought. I was up 33K, and then I ended up only taking like 12K of that home. My point is, and then last Sunday I had a 20K loss. My point is, I had my biggest win, I had my biggest loss, and I'm at an all-time high of trying to emotionally trade with these big ass numbers. So respectfully, brother, when you're like, oh, you've seen my P&Ls, yeah, but it's not like, man, I'm probably break even in April, because I've been pushing myself to like break the barrier, you know? That's the truth. That's just me being fully transparent with you. So instead of me just kind of hanging around and just doing what I do, man, I can scalp this shit. Man, we hit in the Nexus yesterday, we hit a 14 risk to reward short. I made like 3K. Instead of me doing that and just taking my profit where I'm supposed to take my profit, I'm not doing it because I'm trying to like push myself, you know? So for me personally, it's been a journey, man. It's been a journey. It has been a journey. Here was the trade. This was the trade. 14 risk to reward trade. 14 risk to reward trade we took yesterday, and then we flipped long down here. So I said I was giga long yesterday. Anyways, it's a journey is my point. Okay, it's a journey. So that's just me being honest, man. And it's very, like, I'm so emotional, man. I'm so emotional with it. I know, dude. Alex is really good at taking profit, but I'll tell you Alex's thing. Alex takes profit too early. Man, we talk all the time. Like, he's one of my homies. Alex takes profit too early. He's always like, man, I got out way too soon. He gets out, in and out. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if right here, Alex longed and he's out now. You know? But my mindset is the opposite. My mindset is I'm trying to get the big ass numbers. So we need to like be in the middle. You know what's funny too? I don't know if Alex, I don't know if you're still in here. I don't know if he's still in here. But Alex is like, dude, anytime he hates the market, I love it. And anytime I love it, he hates it. Wait, anytime he loves the market, I hate it. Anytime he hates the market, I love it. We trade like the exact opposite. So anytime I'm having a great time, I'm like, bro. Or anytime he's having a horrible time, he's probably like, yo, I bet you're loving it. And I'm like, dude, this is the best price action ever. It's not bear versus bull, bro. It's literally not. It's not perma bull versus perma bear. You guys are enough of that, man. Enough of that. Anyways, it's just the way that we trade is different. And it's kind of like, it's crazy, bro. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I'm going to take profit on this low. We'll see if we can get into a position. This is my favorite play. My favorite play right now is come down, flip like 2, 3, 5-minute structure here, come up, hit this line, and then we're looking for some serious swing shorts. So let me check the chat, see what you guys are saying. But yeah, anyways, that's the whole situation. Why not get a breakout account? Okay, so that's a good question. And I've had breakout before. Okay, I've had breakout before. A few times actually. I had I think like 4 accounts funded, and they're all gone now. But I'm actually ever since they changed their dashboard, I got locked out of my account, and I literally just now, like 2 hours ago, got my affiliate account back. So I am going to be back on breakout, and I'm going to be using the breakout account specifically not to make money, but specifically for the purposes of getting used to the bigger numbers. Like I'm really struggling with it, despite it going against my very first rule, which was shouts out Sarav, by the way, which was focused on the percentages, not the dollar amount. Yeah, man, it's all baby steps, and I'm stepping into shoes that are a little bit bigger than I can fit in right now. But I'll get there, man. I'll get there. Okay. Respect the honesty, bro. Yeah, man. Listen, I try to be as transparent as possible. Like my people, I haven't been on YouTube, but I'm live every day in the Nexus, which is my premium network for the ones that are new here. And dude, like there's no point in lying about shit. Right? Like you can know the TA, and the TA is great and dandy, but can you execute on it? Can you control your emotions? The TA is only like half of the thing. You got to know the TA. Actually, not even. You got to know the TA. You got to know how to enter and the trade management part of it and control your emotions. So TA is like 25% of it. TA is fucking easy, man. Anybody can draw a golden pocket. Not that I use those, but anybody can draw a golden pocket and then say, okay, you know, this is where we're looking to enter. Can you actually enter effectively? Can you pull off, you know, high risk reward trades? That's why entry doesn't matter. The risk reward matters. But anyways, yeah, I try my very best to be transparent with everybody, because what's the point in not doing that? We're all in our own journey. And, you know, my goal is to get you guys to where I'm at cheaper and faster than I did it. So I went 50K in the hole before I like became profitable and learned what I was doing. 50K in the hole and thousands of hours. And my goal is to get you there cheaper and faster than I did. And eventually, when it comes time for you guys, when it comes for you guys to get to add the digit, I will have already walked the path, and I'll be able to offer some help in regards to that. Sunshine Girl, it's so funny. You're trying to emulate CryptoFace, and CryptoFace trying to emulate Crypto. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's levels to it, you know? Like, there's me, okay? There's me. There's me, and then there's, if you add a digit, probably like, you know, Nick, Flopping Groper. Shouts out Flopping Groper. Shouts out Market Cypher. And then if you add another 0, there's like CryptoFace. And then if you add another 0, there's Crypto. Like, I'm in the transition of trying to get into the next 0. You know, I'm trying to add the digit. So yeah, that's my situation. What are my thoughts on us breaking down from here, says Juice? Well, I think that we will... take this low. I do think that we will take this low. I'm hopeful that we take the low where I have my TP, and then I'm looking to long it up to 895, and then I'm looking to potentially up here, depending on how it happens. It could happen in many ways. It could be an SFP here. It could be a range here. You could form a PO3 here. We could come up like this, pop up like this, and then form a PO3 and then fall back. But anything above this line, I'm looking for swing shorts down to... potentially, you got to monitor it. I can't give you guys targets right now, but potentially down to like 83K. I'm looking for 83K. And the reason that I'm looking for 83K, I don't know Tino's position sizes, respectfully. I don't know it, but I'm sure he's up there. He makes like, you know, 5K more plus per trade and shit. He's up there. I just don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't been around his channel in a couple years, truly. So, yeah, and let me just explain the rationale behind my swing short idea. So Alex says 85. I like lower than 85, but theoretically, I mean, I'll be happy with 86.5. I'd be happy with 86.5. I do like lower though. I do like losing this range. But here's the thought process behind the swing short. It's actually quite simple. We went over it this morning in the Nexus stream. So let me just pull up my high time frame structure. And it's really easy, okay? What's your structure? So first of all, you have a range, okay? You had this gap in the range that has now been filled. We've been talking about that for a very, very long time. You have what appears to be a Model 1 accumulation. There's only one problem with this. Two problems with this Model 1 accumulation. Number one is we put in a double bottom. That's not good. And number two, you do have a zone that we front ran and put in this double bottom. So that's also not good. But you do have a Model 1 accumulation situation going on. Forget about the lows. I don't really care about that. Who cares about that? What's your structure? You have high, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. And then you have higher, high, right? So we have our first break in structure. And what happens after you get a break in structure? You will typically, not always, actually, not eventually, not always and not typically, eventually, you will get a pullback. You have to. It's impossible. Whether it's from here, whether it's from higher, you will get a pullback. And your expectation is higher, low, higher, high. Okay? And because of where we are right now, because we are in our range, and because anything above that line would be this high here, if you SFP that high, it's not good, obviously. But you're at just the high of the range, right? This is the way that I'm interpreting the range. When you're at the highs of the range, especially when you SFP the high or you're at the extreme premium section of any range, you're typically looking for shorts to the other side of the range potentially, or down to, like, you know, again, if you're into the golden pockets or whatever, I have a lot of zones down here. So, and you have all that liquidity that I was talking about a couple days ago. So I do think that we could get something like this and then up like that. So it'd be a swing short down to here. And then this would be potentially a swing long depending on what happens. However, I'm not dismissing the idea that we can take the low again, because we have equal lows. You have double the reason to come back down to this low, right? When does structure fail you? Remember, your structure is this and you're expecting higher, low, higher, high. When does this fail? It fails when you have reason for it to fail, and you have double the reason here because of liquidity, and you have this order block, which was front ran again. And I'm just not so sure that we're going to front run it again. So I'm not saying that we're going to make a new low. That's absolutely not what I'm saying whatsoever. I've been saying for quite some time that alts look good, and it looks like we're getting some strength since we were like down here. However, I'm open to all probabilities, and that's what's led me to success. I'm not going to dismiss the idea that the low has to be in, because no, the low does not have to be in at all. Okay? Literally at all. Price can come. In fact, it can come, for me, it can come all the way up to 105 and then still come down. And I'm not saying it's going to do that, but I'm just saying theoretically, once this structure is like, it doesn't, there's no new structure points currently right now with the way that things are looking. So until we get a pullback, if you get this and then you hit 85, then you're probably not going to come down to here. But if you go straight up right now to 105, then you could do this. I don't think it's going to happen. I do not think we're going to go to 100K here. But, you know, that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm at now. If one of my scenarios plays out, you will buy a yearly membership of the Nexus. You will be taking the long or the short, whichever comes first. Yeah, man. Come. Come, bro. Come. Come. So I'm looking right now. This is my favorite play is come down to like wherever I have all my local stuff. And I'll tell you this, bro, like in no way, shape or form am I always right. I don't claim to be. It's impossible for me to always be right. But for right now, this is the play. This is my favorite play. Come down, sweep up that liquidity, and then eventually get the swing short from here where we're going to play the game and execute it and hold that bitch down to 85. That's my plan for now. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm going to do a $100 giveaway today. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I'll decide, you know, at the end of the stream, which is not going to be a very long stream. It's not going to be a very long stream. Just got to keep going up the ladder. Yeah, I know. And that's the thing is I stepped into shoes that were a little bit too big for me. So, you know, after that 20K loss, I'm like, okay, yo, I gotta chill out, man. I gotta chill the hell out. So, you know, I'm building it back now. All right. Managing emotions and managing risk are crucial. The truth is you just got to be you got to be as objective and like immune to it as possible. You got to be super numb to it, you know? The structure we're seeing looks a lot like the one we had January, February on my chart. Just flip that upside down and we're here. Yeah, it does. I don't disagree with that whatsoever. I will tell you this. Look, here's what I will tell you. Actually, let me ask you guys. Let me ask you. Do you think that the Bitcoin all-time high for this cycle, do you guys think that the high is in or no? I'm going to ask you guys, what do you think about it? Do I know White Phoenix? Absolutely, I know White Phoenix. He evolved my trading completely, and him and I are homies. I hope to have him on the channel soon. Honestly, I really want to have him on the channel soon. We talk like pretty often, and he's just a busy dude, man. He's very hard. He's very hard to like work with. You know, no, he's just busy. He's a busy dude. But yes, I do know him. Okay, so no. You guys don't think the high is in? We got one high in. Alex says thinks we SFP it. Not all-time high. ETH hasn't hit an all-time high yet. Simple maths. So I disagree with that logic. You're definitely right. ETH hasn't hit an all-time high yet, but ETH doesn't need to hit an all-time high. It doesn't need to. Like, I think that people... So my perspective of the entire market over the past year has been that people are too entitled, and I think that like, look at what's happened as a result, right? Like, the altcoins are just absolutely demolished. But what free indicators would I use or recommend if you can't buy market site for B that will help your trading get off the ground? If you want my honest opinion, Zach the Trader, I've even started like using indicators less and less. Like, I would not recommend using. If you are trying to enhance your trading, this is gonna sound crazy, but like, get good at trading without using indicators. And then indicators is just your cherry on top. You know? Like, when I'm doing my analysis, like this whole stream, I've had nothing on my screen. It's just bare bones. So I would recommend doing that. I wouldn't focus so much on indicators personally. Okay, as an Elliott guy, the ABC here from local bottom is channeled perfectly, and we have reached the top of the channel. I'm not very familiar with Elliott waves, to be honest with you. I've never really looked into them, and yeah. All right, Hack Trade says all-time high is in, not in. Sell in July, says Alex Crypto. I think we have another 2021 situation because of the 8-week bear div confirming at the end of this week. Okay, didn't know that there was a div. Isaac, what's up, brother? How are you, man? How's the kid? How's the kiddo? But if Trump pause didn't work, then it's in. Maybe. Next step for you is naked trading. Man, if you can get good at naked trading, I'm telling you, you can get good at naked trading. Like, my trading is night and day. Like, me now versus me a year ago, I would destroy me a year ago. You know? Even like 3 months ago, man, there's like, I say this all the time. Listen, I tell my people all the time. Okay. So every morning we do Nexus stream in the morning. Okay. They get me for two hours at least every morning. We go over the whole thing. You know, you get the course included, and they get to see me apply all the information, right? That's all in the Nexus. Link is in the description down below. Of course, I had to plug it. Now, this is what I tell you guys all the time. I want everybody to listen right now. If I'm on in the background, if you're cooking, if you're watching TV, if you're driving, just pay attention for 2 seconds. I promise you this 15 seconds is going to change your life, okay? When you're conducting your analysis, say it out loud, okay? We got a lot of people in here that are from me. We got a lot of people in here that are from Alex. When Alex is doing his analysis for you every morning, when I'm doing my analysis for you every morning, we are saying it out loud. When you speak it, okay? When you speak it, things just click in your mind. Get used to it. Play the role. Listen, play make-believe. Play the creator. When you're doing it on your own, say it out loud. Just say it out loud. Like as if you have a crowd. As if you have an audience. And I promise you, you're going to say things that you didn't realize that you knew until you said it out loud, you know? All right. Silosis says, can I continue with my reasoning with why we have to be greedy this cycle and how alts are getting wrecked? A lot of 100 to 200% pumps in the last 2 weeks on alts besides like main alts. Wait, can I continue my reasoning with why we have been too greedy? Okay. Because So, okay, look at this, right? Look at this. For the last year, I've been screaming at the top of my lungs that everybody's too bullish, okay? And it's very simple. If you look at altcoins, let's use Ethereum as the example. We're just going to use ETH as the example, and I don't want to get too in depth with it. I'm not here to say I told you so, but when everybody was so bullish on Ethereum, so unbelievably bullish on ETH, okay? And on the whole market, oh, ETH hasn't hit an all-time high. The cryptos haven't hit an all-time high. You know, this bull market sucks. Blah, blah, blah. All this shit that you hear on the internet. I was like, man, you guys are way too fucking bearish. I mean, way too bullish. Like, man, when you have all this liquidity, that's a cause for concern. When you don't come back to mitigate anything, that's a cause for concern. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you all. I said the same thing about Bitcoin. And I'm going to be, like, truthfully, I never thought we were going to hit 100K. I never thought that we would not come back and mitigate anything. And I definitely did not think that we were going to leave all the liquidity that we left below. So when I was here for the last year saying everybody's way too off their bananas, off their rocker bullish, I included Bitcoin in the conversation. Bitcoin I was wrong about. Fine, boo-hoo. But every single alt has been getting demolished for the most part, okay? For the most part, alts have been getting just beat down. And it's because we did not properly accumulate. It's because this cycle, in my opinion, Bitcoin is way too strong, and you can see it. Look, there's an undeniable that Bitcoin is very strong. Look at dominance. It's undeniable. But Bitcoin is so strong that alts are so weak against it. And where Bitcoin, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, was supposed to come down. Like, this entire bull run has been an unhealthy move for Bitcoin, in my opinion. Okay? It's been a very unhealthy move. We've had 0 pullbacks until now. This is the first pullback we've had in 2 years. This is not a pullback. This is a consolidation. Bitcoin is an unhealthy move to the upside because it's so strong. And as a result, the alts have been getting absolutely destroyed, right? So when I wanted lower on Bitcoin, I wanted lower because it's healthier for it to go lower. But it never did that. Anyways, I don't want to get so macro about it. But the whole reason why I was bearish on everything and everybody called me a perma bear, and listen, rightfully so. Whether you liked what I was saying or you hated what I was saying, you can't say that I was wrong. You could say I was wrong about Bitcoin, fine, but I was right about everything else. It just happened, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months later. But I was right. The idea is there. The liquidity was there. The liquidity's there until it's not. Right? So when I was being a perma bear and nobody was liking it and I was getting all this hate, objectively, who was right in the long run? And I'm not here to say, oh, I was right and whatever, but this is to show you, like, you can't just, up only. Man, this cycle, everybody's like, yeah, retail's not in yet. Dude, the president of the United States rugged your ass. What do you mean retail's not in? Retail is exactly in. Retail is in. If you think retail is not in, I have no idea. I can't help you. I can't help you if you think retail is not in. Anyway. I think that the language in trading is seriously slept on. As soon as I create my narrative into a nice flowing sentence, then everything will align. I agree. Why did USDT come for the low on the daily and not just continue the trend? Because, well, okay, so I made a video talking about how we have signs of the first sign of USDT dominance weakness. Okay, the first sign of USDT dominance weakness. I made a video about it. And we had a flip zone marked out. So the Nexus knew, we were prepared for it, we knew. Now, ultimately, the target for this SFP on the low, and by the way, please keep in mind, like, these don't have to happen, okay? I don't want anyone to come back and say, oh, Geo, you didn't hit the target. It doesn't have to hit the target. But the technical target for this SFP on USDT dominance is 6.74%. The reason why it's pulling back is simply because you're in a range. You are simply just ranging this. And you are now in the premium section of the range on USDT dominance. It doesn't have to get here right away in one go, right? That's the order flow of it. How do you get there is the question. How do you get there? Ultimately, this is the final target, but how do you get there? Is it going to go in one shot? Not necessarily. If you flip this bearishly, is it less likely to happen? Yeah, but you're just ranging, right? So you got to understand that you're just in the range. That's it. That's why. That's all. Nothing fancy, Nothing fancy. Most alts are down like 70 to 80% from the high. How is that not greedy? How is it not greedy? You mean how is it greedy? They're down that much because people are greedy, right? Like because people have the mindset of, oh, ETH didn't even hit an all-time high yet, for example. Because of that mindset, that's exactly why you're not getting it. Because last cycle was the cycle that everybody joined crypto. Everybody joined crypto. Whoever thinks that retail's not in right now, you're delusional. So that's why also, like, I don't think that we're going to have a double top the way that we did in 2020 or 2021. I don't think we're going to have a double top. It's too easy and the cycle's broken. It's too similar to this. It's way too similar if we take the high again. Right? It's way too similar. Oh, you were responding. Okay. Anyways, let me catch up on the chat here. Let me check. What do I think about LSOB? I don't know what LSOB is. Shouts out to Flopping Groper. Shouts out to Market Cypher. What's up? What's up, Nick? Good to see you, bro. Thanks for being here. How are you? We haven't talked in a hot minute. How you doing? You good? Karen, thank you very much. I'm glad to be back. Am I going to be singing soon? Yeah, I got to figure out how to get my old Logic Pro on my old MacBook. On this guy, this was the older MacBook. I got to figure out how to move my Logic from here to the new one. And that's the only reason why I haven't been busting out the tunes, because I'm not going to sing with dry ass vocals. Come on, Geo, you have 3 trillion total market cap. Gold is the same or less. Imagine 1 quadrillion in derivatives going everywhere. The dollar is broken. I agree with that. I can't disagree with that. Can't disagree. I talk myself, mind you. I'm the only person you can get any sense of around here. Fair enough. 1000%. I think that since the massive Twitter hack scam Wick like a year ago, it disrupted the flow. I think the cycle is broken personally. Retail does not move this market. Big money does. I agree with that. As you have, yeah, but just because big money moves the market doesn't mean that retail's not in right now. I think I absolutely believe that retail is in. Like the search history for Bitcoin being down relative to 2021 is because nobody's Googling what the hell Bitcoin is, because everybody knows. That's my perspective of it, right? Everybody knows what Bitcoin is, man. I had my 70-year-old dentist talk to me about XRP, let alone Bitcoin, you know? Geo, were April and March worst months for me this year? What's the worst month for me now? No, March was a really good year. March was a great year. And April was not a good month. March was a great month for me. April was a learning month for me. Let's just say that. It's a break-even month for me. If I think Bitcoin could retrace to around 85K, then will alts continue to bleed more than previous drawdowns? It depends. So right now, okay, so we've been monitoring USDT dominance and Bitcoin dominance on the channel for a hot minute now. Look what I have drawn out on Bitcoin dominance, and I even made a video about this. I do believe that alts may have a big run, okay? But it depends on what Bitcoin does. We now officially have a new structure point on Bitcoin dominance, right? You have this as your high. Whoops. You have this, and you have this. This is you have a new swing point on Bitcoin dominance now. If you SFP this high, you're likely going to rotate down to the low. Do we have reason to? Yes, you do, because you have liquidity and you have this inefficiency down below as well. So you could see what I have extrapolated here on my chart. This would be ultimately bullish for altcoins, right? So it depends. It depends on what happens. I don't know. Depends on what happens with Bitcoin. It depends on what happens with the altcoins. It depends on what happens with dominance. There's no way for me to say that right now, because if Bitcoin dumps, it's probably going to pump up the dominance, which means alts are going to take a little bit of a tumble. That's why in my last video, I gave my preferred scenario. People still hated on that, not understanding that that was my preferred scenario. Not I was saying it was going to happen. It was my preferred scenario. But that's why I wanted Bitcoin to go down and touch 81.7. I wanted this line hit. I wanted us to take this before getting this move to the upside. I said in that video, I do think we're going to get a big move to the upside, but I wanted this because this would be way healthier. Now it's up in the air. Now the swing shorts that we have up here, really, you have to take them seriously because of what we left, like how we came up here. Geo isn't looking at global liquidity. I'm very well aware of the global liquidity. Very well aware of it, but I'm a technical trader. I don't care about I don't care about like sentiment and shit. I mean, I trade what's in front of me right now. I'm not gonna trade based on Trump or global liquidity or whatever. Look how many people traded because of pump. You got your Trump pump and it ended up being a scam. Trump was never bullish for crypto. He's trying to make the dollar stronger, which is not good for crypto. Nothing better than the SM70B. I agree with that. I was made for loving you, baby. All right, have I seen Day's quarterly theory? Very interested and solid for trading if I learn. I don't know who Day is, and I don't know what a quarterly theory is. So no, I do not know. I do not know. Yeah, man, I'm down to catch up, bro. I'll FaceTime you like when I'm on the treadmill or whatever in the next couple of days. Geo, you need 74k Bitcoin? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I really don't know. I think there's a possibility. Here's what I'll tell you. Look, to all 368 people in here. By the way, stick around because we're going to do a giveaway soon. And then I'm going to go soon. But, I mean, I don't believe in the sell in May walk away. It's not that I don't believe in it. It's historically done well. But I don't trade just based on that like sentiment. I'm a strictly technical trader. I do not care about anything besides what's in front of your screen right now. And truthfully, on Bitcoin right now, look, I'm going to show you what's on. Look, right now, when it comes to Bitcoin, I don't care about anything else than what's on my screen right now. I don't care about lower than 90k, and I don't care about higher than 95k. Like, I could even do this. I don't care about anything besides what's on my screen right now. This is how I trade. I don't care about the macro shit. But I give those insights because I know a lot of you guys do. Alts are over. I think that alts could have a move to the upside. I think alts are very due for some form of pullback, okay? And it's strictly structure, right? It's technicals. I don't care about anything else. But right now, this is what we've been getting on alts. It can't go down forever, just like it can't go up forever. You should get something like this and then something like this. The scary part is that right now on the macro on Bitcoin, you have something similar to this. And the scary part is that the market is very shaken up right now. The sentiment when it comes to the altcoins, everybody's saying this. Correct me if I'm wrong. Everybody's saying, man, if my alts just get back to break even or a little bit in profit, I promise I'm gonna get out this time. That's why they've been hammering it. People are too entitled. You go on Twitter, people are like, oh man, this bull run sucks. Like, what do you mean? Bitcoin ran up 500% in a year and a half with no retracements. What do you mean it sucks? This was a bull run. They're like, oh, I can't wait for the bull run to begin. Solana hit a new all-time high. What are you talking about? There's been a bull run, just not for your shit coins. You know, oh, we didn't hit an all-time high yet. Yeah, we don't need to. You're not entitled to an all-time high. You don't need it. Your altcoin doesn't need to hit an all-time high. Ethereum doesn't need to hit an all-time high. I hope it does, but it doesn't need to, right? So we'll see, man, because a lot of people, I'm sure, are going to get out on alts. I'm sure they will, because people are scared right now. People are scared. What's my vision on large investors moving capital from gold to Bitcoin? I have no vision about it. I don't care. You've been studying USDT dominance like a hawk, monthly and 4-day fair value gap. Yeah, man, USDT dominance is the best indicator. Dead ass. You want the best indicator? Start watching USDT dominance. God bless, Alex. We'll chat soon, brother. Have a good day. Have a good week. Am I short right now? Yes, I am. Is there any price you could short right now? I mean, you could short anywhere you want. To keep myself up on BTC.D, what is my strategy? Do I check it daily? I don't check it daily. I set alerts at important levels. And, you know, I'm monitoring it. Like, if I think the market is bullish and then I think that Bitcoin dominance is bearish, then I will look to long alts instead of Bitcoin, right? Like, I've been telling the Nexus, guys, when it's time to long, we're longing ETH. Guys, when it's time to long, we're longing SUI. Because I think that Bitcoin dominance is going to roll over. I think, this is what I think. In the next X amount of time, and this could change, okay? Do not marry these ideas. This could change. In the next 2 months or so, when it's time to long, you long the alts. When it's time to short, you short Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin dominance is going to roll. I mean, depends on what happens here. I can't say definitively, It depends on what happens on this SFP, but you have all this liquidity that you could make a run for, which means alts are going to be stronger than Bitcoin, like relatively speaking. You can run all that. So I think when it's time to long, you long the alts. When it's time to short, you short Bitcoin. If what I project here happens, you need to lose this low. If you lose this low, then there's no point in even, like, you might as well long the alts, because you're very likely going to head to this low. So let me say it again. If I'm a situation-based trader, I react. I do not predict. If we lose 63.65, I believe we will make a big move and a fast move down to 59. It's time to pay attention to the altcoins. But it depends on what happens across the board. Depends on what USDT dominance is doing. Depends on what Bitcoin is doing. Did Bitcoin come back and leave the liquidity behind, or did it come and take it? You know, all these variables come into play. But I do suspect that if you lose 63.67, you will come very fast down to 59.60. Very fast. Very, very fast. And that will be good for the alts. But it depends. Is that going to be when Bitcoin is dumping or when it's pumping? Right? So it very depends. It very much so depends. Gio, what's my approach with trades? Only doing order blocks and looking where liquidity is, but there is so many order blocks and liquidity everywhere. How do you predict if it holds? You get good at it, and you follow only the type of order blocks that we trade. I don't look at every single order block. When do I think the cycle's over? I already think the cycle's over. I think, okay, not the cycle's over, but I think that the cycle's broken. And as a result, I have no way of predicting whether or not the cycle is over. So I absolutely believe that I believe the cycle is broken. So I can't tell you when it's over because I don't even think that it's intact anymore. Personally, that's just my opinion. That means that it could go on way longer. You know, it could be super cycle forever and ever. Or it could already be over. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. For me, right now, currently, I think that the high is in on Bitcoin. Until further notice, I think that the high is in currently. I very well could be wrong about it. I hope I'm wrong about it. I'm open to the idea that everybody gets the bull run. Everybody gets their altcoin season and their new all-time highs, and everybody's entitlement comes into fruition. Like, I hope that I'm wrong, but right now, currently, I'm more in the belief that the high is in than the high is not in. That's my opinion. So I don't know. It depends. It depends. It depends. There's such thing as a left translated cycle, and there's such thing as a right translated cycle. That should be a C. And no one ever talks about the idea that I think it's a left translated cycle. It's 2 years bull, 2 years bear, and in a right, it's 3 years bull, 1 year bear. I think it's either that or the other way around. I don't remember which one is which. 2021 was the one where it was 3 years of bull, 1 year of bear, right? The characteristics of whichever one, either left or right, where it's 2 and 2, is when your asset pumps way too fast, like way too soon. And that has happened with Bitcoin. And don't take my opinion for it. We broke all-time high pre-halving. So that's a fact, right? We pumped faster than schedule. So for that reason, you know, that means that the high comes in Q1 or Q2 of the fourth year. This is the fourth year. I think we can all agree that the bull run ends this year. Everybody's looking to exit anyways this year. Right? I made a video about that as well. Whether we make a lower high or not, whether we make this, or we do this, or we do this. By the end of this year, everybody's looking to exit anyway. You know? So I'm more in the belief that this high is in. But I could be wrong. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I don't make predictions anymore. There's no point. You know, there's no point in predicting. Like, it doesn't matter what I think, just like it doesn't matter what you think, right? It literally doesn't matter. Your opinion is irrelevant. My opinion is irrelevant. Who cares? Just trade whatever. If we come up here, great. I'm looking for shorts. If we break above and we come back and retest, I'm looking for longs, right? Down here, I was looking for longs. Here, I'm looking for short. You know, just that's it. That's all. Can I go over order blocks and breaker blocks? Yeah, if you want to learn about the way I trade and specifically the order blocks, You get the entire course included in your membership in the Nexus. The order blocks are the only thing that I will never bring to YouTube. I will never talk about them on YouTube. But you have all the information in the Nexus course, and it's there for you, man. It's all there for you. You get to see how I apply everything in real time. You get to... There we go. There we go. We're about to hit TP. We're about to TP. And by the way, it's very short and concise. You know, very short and concise. It's to the point. Nexus is $100 a month. If you'll buy, look short term. We have broken bond market. Look from 1940. Man, I'm saying like right now. Yeah, maybe it's short term. I'm talking the next, like, is this cycle the high end? Overall, sure. If Bitcoin goes to 500K, a million, great. You know? I don't really like, with respect, I'm not trying to shit on the idea or sound rude, but like I don't care about the next 50 years. You know what I'm saying? Sure, maybe the high is not in forever. But yeah, that's the way that that's the way. Okay, guys, we're gonna do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. Let's do a $100 giveaway. We have 206 likes right now, 365 people, and we have a lot of new people in here. So once again, welcome to all the new people. We are about to hit ATP. These are my existing trades at the moment. Nothing crazy, you know, not in a crazy position in anything right now. These are my current positions right now. Yeah, that Bitcoin short, and I'm in a 1 Ethereum short. Nothing crazy. But I did want to just give full disclosure, and I will be TPing here on the Bitcoin short. I will be TPing. I'm going to TP right now, actually. TP right now. And I will be looking for longs down here. But let's go ahead and do our... let's do a giveaway. I don't know how I'm going to do the giveaway. So let me... Okay, I can join the Discord channel for the order block. It's not public. It's not in the public. It's only in the Nexus. The order block stuff is only in the Nexus. Only in the Nexus. Anyway, the link for the free Discord is in the description down below. The link for the Nexus is in the description down below. And exciting things. We are moving to Antarctic Exchange. I have officially partnered with them. So once I start trading on Antarctic Exchange, I will let you guys know. And yeah. Oh, if you win the giveaway. Yeah. Okay, then I'm gonna rig it so that you win. I'm gonna rig it. I'm gonna rig it so that you win. Because then it'll come back to me. I'm just joking. I'm way just joking. Okay, now if you do win, it's gonna look like it was rigged. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let me find a video, and I'm gonna get you guys to all comment on that video. 1 second. Uno momento. And I do want to start doing the giveaways. Guys, I want to start doing the giveaways every single stream. And I am streaming consistently from now on. I told you guys, I've been on my hiatus because I've been taking care of the Nexus. Now the Nexus is kind of running on its own. So we got a new schedule, 10 a.m. Okay, so 8 a.m. 8 a.m. every morning is our Nexus TA stream. Okay, 10 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday is what I'm looking for, preparing for the week. Wednesday's live trading. We didn't get into any trades right now, but you guys know my positions and you know that I am in a trade. 10 p.m. is my paid or played. Okay, paid or played. I have a paid or played channel here in the Discord. Paid or played, where you guys set your positions. You give me the result. I want finished positions, please. And give me as much detail as possible. What's the ticker? What's the date? And we'll go over it. I'll tell you what I would have done, what I wouldn't have done, why it was a loss, why it wasn't a loss. Let's all get better together. Okay. I did take profit on my Bitcoin short. So we're chilling. Stops at break even now. And you know, we'll see what happens. Okay. All right. Let's do the giveaway. So I want to, let me find a video. Shorts. Don't go wasting your emotions. Lay all your love on me. What's playing right now? What is playing right now? I don't even know what's playing right now. The heck is playing right now? Okay, let's all go to contents. 79 comments. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna post this video. I'm gonna send you guys the link to this video. You're gonna go to this video. Go to this video and comment your, listen, please pay attention. If you mess this up and the money gets lost, I'm not sending it again. Go to this video. I'm gonna post it in the chat right now. Go to this video. Make sure you like this stream. Like this stream. Okay? We have 346. We have 223 likes. Let's see if we can get the likes up. Go to that video and drop your TRC20 USDT TRC20 wallet. Okay? USDT TRC20. I'm going to do a random comment picker, and the first USDT TRC20 wallet that comes up, you will receive $100. Okay? Make sure you like this stream. Go like that video and comment your USD TRC20 wallet on that video. Okay, we'll do a $100 giveaway. I'm gonna go grab water real quick while you guys go and do all of that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, lads? Okay, I'll be back. Hang out, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back. All right, TP actually got hit now, by the way. TP got hit, so we're chilling. Cool. Be right back. Okay. Oh, baby, if you want me. Okay. Let's do the giveaway, baby. You did fund that video. USDT TRC. All right. By the way, while we're here, let me explain to all what the Nexus interns are. So, not everybody can afford $100 a month. I understand that and I respect it. You know, I get it. But what we do is I'm changing it up because people were taking advantage and it was really annoying. But what we're doing is something called a Nexus intern, okay? To join the Nexus intern is BEP20. If you can't do BEP20, come and open up a ticket anyway. Come and open a ticket anyway. And we'll talk, okay? I'll accommodate whatever it is that you need. But. No, I'm not long right now. I closed all my longs. Man, after you get like 10% move to the upside, if you're not happy with that, I'm out and I'm looking for new trades. I'm actually in a short right now. Anyways, so Nexus intern. Let me make sure that you guys all commented here. Okay, cool. Why don't I see comments? So the Nexus intern is, we're going to do it every maybe like 1 or 2. Why am I not seeing comments here? Why do I not see comments? Anyways, maybe 1 or 2 Nexus interns per week where you're going to get the Nexus free for a week. Okay. The way to do it is, I post on Twitter. I post on Twitter like keywords, and well, it depends. I either do it on my YouTube videos, which I'm probably gonna stop doing because people are annoying. Or how do I go to more recent comments? Oh, here, sort by top comments, newest. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay, so anyways, here's your YouTube video link. Go there. Drop your USDT TRC20 wallet. And sorry, but if you guys fuck this up, I'm not sending it again. Okay, so make sure you have it right. Okay, so anyways, the way that the Nexus intern works is I'm gonna change it up, but maybe 1 or 2 or 3 a week, and you're gonna have it on a weekly basis. And then so you get the Nexus for free essentially. And one of the ways that I'm gonna be doing it is on Twitter. So make sure you subscribe, or if you follow me on Twitter, the link's in the description down below. And what I do, you don't have a TRC20 wallet, then I can't, I don't know, bro. I can't help you. I can't help you if that's the case. By the way, if you guys spam it, you cheaters, man. If you guys spam, I'm gonna filter out duplicate comments anyways. Okay, so here's what we're doing. Okay, here's what we're doing. I want to be very clear about what we're doing right now. Okay, I want to be very clear. You won the intern? When did you win the intern? Did I thing you? Did I message you? Shouts out to Alexandra G. Alex, thank you. Alexandra, thank you. Appreciate you. Did you win it? Oh yeah, you did. You did win it. Message me on Discord, bro. Not message me. Either open up a ticket or message in the general and I'll come find you. Okay, I'll come find you. Yeah, so that's what I was going to say, hack trades. So, okay, this is for $100, okay? Look how I have filtered duplicate users. I want to be very clear about this. This was an older video, and people have already commented on this video, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, if it pulls up a comment that does not have a wallet, then I have to search that. I have to search for that comment. Okay, because that person might have already commented on that video, and I'm not going to penalize them for doing it. Okay, so I want to show you guys, what is this? Okay, so we have 241. Wait, you've reached the maximum number. What? Okay, here's what, dude. Hold on. I didn't know you have to pay for that. Okay, whatever it costs to do it, I'm taking it out of your $100. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, guys. You don't have to get so mad, man. Jeez. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can figure this out. 1 second. Uno momento, please. Okay. YouTube comment picker. Let's try a new website. Okay. We're going to try it. I've never used this one. I don't know, but we're going to give it a shot. Okay. We're going to give it a shot. You made 2 comments. If there's a duplicate comment, I'm going to go search to see if you left a thing. Okay. So we're not going to allow duplicates, but whoever wins, if it does not have a wallet, I'm going to go check to see if they left the wallet. Okay. Please let this work. The winner is, hopefully it's just a wallet, and we're good. It's loading 300 comments. Good. Okay. Ready? 251 comments. We're picking a winner. Let's see how it goes. And my friend, I'm going to tell you a little secret that I didn't tell you when I made this competition. This $100 that you're getting is actually not from me. I stole it from the motherfucking, from the market makers. So this is the market makers paying you. Thank them. Don't thank me. All right, man. I'm sending it over to you right now. Congratulations, my friend. Listen, boys and girls. Do not feel upset if you did not win, because every stream I'm going to be giving away, I think, don't hold me to this, but I think I'm going to give away $100 every single stream. I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to send it to you right now, bro. Congratulations. It's not much, but wait, why is it rigged? Why are you guys saying it's rigged? Why are you guys saying it's rigged? Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna start doing giveaways. I think every stream. So to the new people, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Hang out if you like the vibe. If you don't like the vibe, then don't like and don't subscribe, because I don't deserve your like and subscribe. All right, let's get this sent over to you, brother. Let's get this over to you, sir. You should be dancing, yeah. Hopefully one day I can do more. Hopefully one day I can work my way up to where I'm giving away you know, 500 every stream, you know, or 250 or something. I'm trying to work. Listen, I'm trying to work my way up, and it's been a struggle, but I promise I'm gonna get there, because I'll tell you this, I'm not always right. I don't claim to always be right. I will never always be right, but one thing that I am is resilient, and I will not lose. I will figure it out. I will figure it out. I promise you that. Okay, brother. There you go. There you go. Congratulations, my friend. YouTube, it is good to be back. It is good to be back. I will see you guys on Friday for Paid or Played. And let me remind everybody very quickly, because this is my very first episode of Paid or Played. Come into the Discord. The link is in the description down below. If you want to participate, okay? When I say I want you to, you do you. But I would prefer you come in, send the ticker, send the date, the time, long or short, the result, your entry, your stop loss, your take profit, and your target. Give me as much detail as possible. I will go down the list, and please don't talk here. Okay, keep it simple, keep it clean. I don't want setups. See this? I don't want this. I don't want setups. I want trades. Taken trades. Whether they're win, loss, or draw, and we can review them, and we can all get better together. That's it for me, my friends. Have an amazing rest of your day. Have an amazing day tomorrow, and I will see you Friday morning for Paid or Played. Shouts out to the Otter Gang. Shouts out to Alex O Crypto. Shouts out to all the moderators, and shouts out to all of you. Have a good one.
Set my heart